Hey Taurus, let's pause for a moment and reflect. When was the last time someone genuinely asked who was taking care of you? Not just the polite, automatic question, but a heartfelt inquiry that recognized you as the rock everyone leans on. When was the last time someone truly noticed the exhaustion behind your calm, steady exterior, even when you insisted everything was fine? It's tough to remember, isn't it? And that's painful, more painful than you might want to admit, even to yourself. You've been the stable one for so long, the anchor in everyone else's storm, that you might have forgotten how to let others be your harbor. You've become so adept at providing stability that people assume you don't need any in return. You've mastered the art of being everyone's emotional bedrock, and in doing so, you may have lost sight of your own needs for peace and rest. You've convinced yourself that being strong means never wavering, that admitting you're tired is a sign of failure. But today, I want to share a truth that may sting at first, but will ultimately liberate you. You weren't meant to carry the weight of the world. You are human, and being human means needing a place to rest, too. What I'm about to discuss isn't merely a conversation about self-care or boundaries. It's a wake-up call. It's a crucial moment for you to recognize what's happening in your life and to make choices that could transform everything. As you watch this video, you might find yourself reflecting on a recent situation where you had to swallow your own discomfort to maintain the peace, where you had to stifle your need for quiet once again to fulfill a responsibility to someone else. You're exhausted. Taurus, not just physically, but deeply, soulfully tired. This exhaustion isn't merely a byproduct of being responsible. It's a consequence of not receiving the comfort you deserve. It's a sign of an unbalanced dynamic in your life, where you're always providing security but rarely receiving care. This isn't sustainable, and it certainly isn't fair. Today, I'm here to help you identify the signs that you're caught in this destructive cycle, to guide you in breaking free from it, and most importantly, to show you how to teach those around you to care for you just as you've steadfastly supported them. Are you ready to finally prioritize your own peace, even if it means disrupting the comfort of those who have come to rely on your unwavering stability? Here's a painful truth that perhaps no one has had the courage to tell you. You have become a prisoner of your own reliability. People have grown so accustomed to your steady presence, your patient nature, and your ability to endure that they've developed unrealistic expectations. They expect you to always be okay, to never have problems, to never need comfort. And when you show signs of weariness, many of them vanish or become uncomfortable because they don't see you as a whole person. They see you as a function, someone who provides stability, who keeps things from falling apart. The hardest part is that you allowed this to happen. I'm not blaming you. I'm highlighting where your power lies. You've taught people how to treat you. Each time you silently endured to keep the peace, you were sending the message that your comfort didn't matter. Every time you pretended to be fine when you were in turmoil inside, you taught them that their calm took precedence over yours. Each time you shouldered someone else's burden without mentioning your own, you communicated that your existence was to serve as their foundation. But here's the silver lining. If you've taught people to treat you this way, you can also teach them to treat you differently. If you've created this dynamic, you have the power to change it. The question is, do you have the courage to do so? Are you ready to disappoint those who have grown used to your quiet sacrifices? Are you willing to set firm boundaries, even if it means creating friction with those who have taken your kindness for granted? Are you prepared to prioritize your well-being, even if it means being labeled selfish by those who have never truly considered your emotional health? This is what you're going to have to do. You'll need to disappoint some people. You'll need to say no. You'll need to put your own need for rest first. Initially, it's going to feel uncomfortable and wrong. Your Taurus instincts, which find safety in keeping things stable, will resist. They will try to convince you that you're creating conflict or being irresponsible. But that's just old conditioning, trying to keep you confined in a space where you can't grow. Can you see how your natural steadfastness has morphed into a prison? You're both the prisoner and the jailer. Here's something that might surprise you. Many people in your life benefit from you not receiving the care you deserve. It keeps you in a position where you prioritize their needs over your own, which is incredibly convenient for them. That's why, when you start questioning this dynamic, when you ask for reciprocity, when you expect others to be a rock for you in return, some people will feel uneasy. You're breaking the unspoken agreement where you provide stability and they take it. What's even sadder is that many of these individuals don't even realize they're doing this. They genuinely believe you don't need their care because you've always appeared so strong and capable. They don't see the person behind that strength, the one who sometimes feels lost, afraid, and in need of simple, quiet comfort. They don't know this because you've never shown it. And you never showed it because you learned early on that safety and acceptance came from being reliable, not from caring for yourself. As a child, you likely discovered that you received more positive attention and love when you were the responsible one, the child who didn't cause trouble, the one who kept the peace in the family. This lesson became ingrained in your subconscious. To be safe, I must be reliable. But now is the time to question whether this formula really works. Because if it did, you would feel loved and cared for right now, wouldn't you? Do you feel like you receive the same stability and care that you give? Or do you feel like you're in a one-sided relationship with your entire life? What's happening to you isn't a coincidence. It's not bad luck. Nor is it because you've chosen the wrong people to surround yourself with. It's because you're operating on an energetic frequency that attracts individuals who need stability but don't know how to reciprocate it. You're emitting an energy that signals, I'm here to hold things steady, rather than, I'm here for a balanced exchange. As long as you maintain that frequency, you'll continue to attract the same dynamics, the same people, and the same patterns. The good news, you can shift your frequency. You can start to radiate an energy that says, I deserve comfort and care just as much as I give it. You can begin to draw in people who view relationships as mutual exchanges rather than one-way streets. You can forge connections where you are valued, not just for your usefulness, but for who you truly are. But this transformation requires a fundamental shift in how you relate to yourself and others. It requires you to stop defining yourself by your dependability and start recognizing your intrinsic value. The first step in this journey is to acknowledge and honor your own feelings. Stop minimizing how you feel. Stop pretending that everything is okay when it's not. Stop bottling up your needs to avoid disturbing anyone. Your needs are not an inconvenience. Your feelings are not an overreaction. Your desire for care is not a weakness. It's a part of being human. You have the right to have needs. You have the right to expect that those who claim to love you will show that love through actions, not just words. The second step is to communicate your needs clearly and directly. Don't hint at what you want. Don't expect people to read your mind. Be specific. Say things like, "I'm feeling tired today and need to rest. I need you to listen without trying to solve my problems. I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed and need some quiet time alone." Be specific, be direct, and don't apologize for having needs. The third and perhaps most crucial shift is to set clear boundaries regarding what you are willing to do and when you are willing to do it. You are not a 24/7 stability machine. You are not obligated to shoulder everyone's burdens. You have every right to say, "I can't right now. I don't have the capacity. I need to take care of myself first today." You don't need to justify it. Your boundaries are valid simply because they are yours. Many Tauruses don't realize that when you neglect to care for yourself, when you fail to demand the care you deserve, you're actually harming those around you too. You're teaching them that healthy relationships are ones where one person endures everything while the other takes everything. You're perpetuating a destructive pattern that they'll carry into other relationships. And that's not a gift, it's a disservice. When you start to value yourself, when you demand reciprocity, when you refuse to accept crumbs of attention and affection, you compel those around you to evolve as well. Those who truly love you will make the effort to learn how to care for you, and those who have simply benefited from your stability without reciprocating will naturally drift away. And that's a good thing. It's a necessary cleansing. You might be thinking, but if I stop taking care of everyone, if I start setting boundaries, people will abandon me. And you know what? Some will. It will hurt. It will hurt to realize that some individuals were only in your life for the stability you provided, not for who you are. But choose the pain of truth over the illusion of false love. Choose to have fewer people in your life who genuinely care about you, rather than many who only show up when they need a solid ground to stand on. The temporary loneliness you might feel when you establish boundaries is far less damaging than the permanent loneliness you experience now. Even when surrounded by people, there's a significant difference between being alone and feeling alone in a crowd. You've been feeling alone in a crowd for far too long, haven't you? You have a responsibility to take care of your emotional, physical, and spiritual well-being. No one else can do it for you. No one else will prioritize your peace if you don't prioritize it yourself. You must be the first to love, respect, and value yourself, because people will only treat you the way you treat yourself. If you treat yourself as though your needs don't matter, others will treat you that way too. The way you relate to yourself sets the standard for how others relate to you. That's why change must begin within you. It starts with you treating yourself with the same care, patience, and generosity that you offer to others. It starts with you being the first to ask how you are, the first to meet your own needs, and the first to extend understanding when you make a mistake. Can you do that? Can you treat yourself with the same love you offer to everyone else? One of the most challenging lessons for a Taurus is understanding that true love isn't about constant endurance. True love is about balance. It's about giving and receiving, about reciprocity. If you're always the one enduring in a relationship that's not a healthy relationship, it's an unbalanced arrangement where you've taken on the role of caregiver, and the other person has assumed the role of the one being cared for. And that's not love. It's a dysfunctional setup that harms both parties. True love is a safe harbor for both people. It's when both individuals genuinely care about each other's well-being. If you're always the one investing, always the one caring, always the one making the effort, you're not in a loving relationship. You're in a relationship of convenience for the other person. And you deserve so much more than that. The transformation you need in your life is profound. It's not superficial. It's about changing the fundamental way you relate to the world. It's about stepping out of the role of the savior and embracing the fact that you also deserve to be saved sometimes. It's about acknowledging your moments of weakness. This can be frightening at first, because you'll have to reveal parts of yourself that you've kept hidden for the sake of peace. But here's the beautiful thing about this transformation: when you stop trying to be perfect, when you stop trying to be strong all the time, you become more human, more authentic, and more relatable. This attracts people who genuinely want to connect with you, not those who simply want to benefit from your strength. It draws in individuals who appreciate your vulnerability, not just your ability to endure. During this transformative journey, you'll uncover who truly cares about you. You'll find out who stands by you, not just when you're useful, but also when you're vulnerable. You'll discover who loves you for who you are, not just for what you do. This revelation, though sometimes painful, is liberating. What moves me most about your situation is that the moment has arrived when you can no longer pretend everything is okay. Your capacity for endurance has reached its limit. This isn't a weakness, it's an awakening. It's your soul declaring, "Enough, I deserve more." It's your very foundation refusing to remain in a dynamic that doesn't nourish you. It's your heart demanding reciprocity. When you honor this awakening and begin to act upon it, your life will change in unimaginable ways. You will attract people who feel honored to care for you. You'll build relationships based on genuine exchange. You'll experience what it feels like to be seen, to be considered, to be prioritized. And you'll never again accept less than you deserve. The first step in this transformation begins right now. Take a moment to pause and ask yourself, how am I really doing today? Not how you present yourself to others, but how you truly are. Then ask yourself, what do I need for my own comfort right now, not what others need from you, but what you need. Honor those answers, even if they're as simple as, I need rest, I need a quiet space, or I need someone to take care of me for a change. From now on, every time someone approaches you for support, ask yourself, does this person also care for me? Are they there for me when I need them? Do they invest in me the same way I invest in them? If the answer is no, it's time to reassess how much of your energy you're willing to invest in that relationship. This isn't cruelty, it's wisdom. Most importantly, start treating yourself the way you want others to treat you. If you want people to care for you, start by caring for yourself. If you want people to respect your need for peace, start by respecting it yourself. Be the example of the kind of love you wish to receive. Are you ready to finally elevate your needs to the same level of importance as those of others? If this message resonates with you, if you see yourself in this description, I encourage you to share in the comments the last time you truly felt cared for. Your experiences can help other Tauruses feel less alone on this journey. Subscribe to the channel now, because this is just the beginning of a profound transformation in your life. You'll need guidance on setting healthy boundaries, communicating your needs, and dealing with resistance from those who have grown accustomed to relying on you. Turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any content that will assist you in building truly balanced and nourishing relationships. Remember, you have always taken care of everyone else. But now, it's time for someone to take care of you. And that someone is you, first and foremost. Because when you become the first to love, value, and care for yourself, you teach the world how to treat you with the respect and affection you've always deserved. Are you ready to be loved the way you've always dreamed? Are you ready to finally receive what you've always given?